Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Cats and Cocktails. We are on day 24. This is our final day of Costco's 2022 wine advent calendar. It is not, however, our final day of Drink Daily December, but this is our final wine for the calendar. It is a red. I was really hoping for a bubbly, but we have a red. So this is from My 2 Cents, and it was really hard for me to see that too. Like when I was looking at that, I was like, my sense. Like, yeah, anyway. It's still early. So My 2 Cents, which is a Cabernet Sauvignon from France, that place I can't say again. So again, I apologize. Pays d'Oc. Yes, so that's where it's from. It is a 13% alcohol by volume wine from 2021. And the description reads, from its homeland in France, Cabernet has experienced a vinous diaspora. The most popular red grape variety is grown in all corners of the wine world. This Pays d'Oc red celebrates Cabernet's global influence with classic currant, plum, and coffee notes and an easygoing, rounded finish. So we will see if we can taste the currant, plum, and coffee notes and see if we can taste that easygoing, rounded finish while we drink this. All right. As always, we have our waiter's corkscrew here. I have already cleared the foil on the top of this bottle of wine, and we will get into our final wine from Costco's 2022 wine advent calendar. I'm gonna give this a go. Oh, that one came out easy. Oh, and I splashed my, I have to wear this to church tonight. Gotta be careful. All right. I'm gonna give that a little. Okay. Oh, see, I'm not supposed to, yeah, anyway. Let me get that in the glass. All right. Okay, so she splashed all over that, but that is a dark red, definite purple there. It's very pretty. That is, it's like a deep fruit. Again, I'm not entirely certain what a currant, I think currants are tart. It doesn't smell quite as tart. I think maybe I'm getting some more hints of plum. Not a lot of coffee, if any. Let's give it a go. So the easygoing, rounded finish. Yes, that is a good description for that. It holds. So that flavor, it's pretty gentle in the beginning. You do get some tartness. So there's some of that acidity is what I associate it with. But like, so again, I think currants are tart. I haven't like eaten currants, like in their natural fresh state. But okay. But of course with most fruits, when you dry them, if you have like the dried currants, it intensifies the sweetness. This is a dry wine. It's not sweet, but you do get like within this, I think that flavor that I'm associating with kind of the currant, the plum, those fruit notes. I'm getting fruit notes. Again, I'm not this sophisticated wine palate person, but we are trying to figure out like, okay, are we tasting some of this in there? You know, do we like it? Do we not like it? I'm definitely getting that easygoing, rounded finish with this, which is nice. So I like that the finish holds on. It's not super aggressive, but it also doesn't like fall apart at the end and you're just like, did I just have wine to drink? Was it in my mouth like half a second ago? I don't know. This one does hold on for a little bit, and it does have that nice flavor where you're like, oh, that's a nice wine. Yes. So to me, this is a very even tasting wine. So you get a little bit of that tartness in the beginning, but it goes away pretty fast, and then you just have that even flavor with the fruit notes, and then that soft finish with the flavor holding on. So that's nice. So I would actually put this up there. We've had drinkability as a description before for some of the other wines, especially the whites. Maybe that was yesterday's. It's all blurring together. There have been 24 of these things. But I would say that this could also be put out there as a pretty drinkable wine. The reds tend to be a little bit heavier. They're higher in tannins, which makes them taste a little bit heavier. And so while it does have that going on, this is still, like, despite like how dark that is, and that is dark. And so there, I mean, you can definitely taste the tannins, but this is very drinkable, and it's a single grape wine. So wow. I mean, so I've told you before in some of our videos, I really like the red blends because the vintner, the Viognier, whatever, I don't know what they're called. But the guy or the girl who makes the wine, and they can blend it, they can blend the grapes, and so they can make it taste the way they want it. They can make it sure that it's balanced. They can make sure that it has, you know, the levels of acidity, it has the flavors in the way that they want, and they can do that by like combining the grapes in the way that they need to, depending on what those grapes did that year. With one type of grape in one year, it's harder to do that because the grapes did what the grapes did. So it turns out the way that it turns out. So that's harder to do in a single grape variety, from what I understand. So that's amazing. That tastes really good to me. And again, this is based off of my very limited knowledge of wine, but I really like this. So that's my 2 cents. Oh boy, that was bad. I enjoyed that a lot though. In more ways than one. So this was really good. I'm going to be finishing this one. So some of these I have not been able to finish. They became cooking wines. Yeah. So, or red wine vinegar, which you then cook with anyway, but yeah. So this one I will be drinking. This one I'm finishing. I'll be taking to my mother's tonight for Christmas Eve dinner with the family, and I will be finishing this off, hoarding it to myself, not sharing. So that one was pretty good. So this has been an interesting journey through 2022's Costco Wine Advent Calendar. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you learned something about wine that you like, even if maybe we haven't learned quite so much about wine itself. But I hope you've been able to figure out some of the flavors that are in the different bottles of wine. And I hope you've been able to better figure out what it is that you like in a wine, so that you can hopefully then go out and find a wine that you like just in the supermarket or at the liquor store, so that you'll have a little bit better knowledge within that. And for the rest of Drink Daily December, we will be visiting not wine, because I am thoroughly sick of it at this point, as good as some of it is, and we will be visiting some liquor, and probably some mixed cocktails. So let me know what you thought of the Costco Wine Advent Calendar for this year in the comments below. And if you have anything you would like to see for the rest of Drink Daily December, also let me know in the comments below. We will see you tomorrow.